Voiceovers are available for the language you're playing in.
The spawning pool should be just ahead. It's been a few hours since anybody checked this pool, so it's likely we'll find a spawn. In case you've forgotten, this is how it works. When someone dies in the first world, they are reborn here in the afterlife with a new fully grown body. Those bodies appear in spawning pools, which we rescuers then pull out, and then we help transition them to their new lives. If we do our job right, we find them shortly after they spawn and everything works out well. But if they've been floating in a spawning pool for too long, they can suffer permanent defects. They can even die if left in a pool for long enough. Some would say the world is overpopulated and that we should just leave them to die. Ever since the medicinal powers of ether were discovered and immortality became a reality, that's been a major concern. But why should these lost souls suffer? Is it right to deny their chance at life just so we can be better off? Anyway, let's get going. Remember that every single soul we save is a small victory. There's one now. Let's pull him out and get him cleaned up. Seems healthy enough. Looks like he can stand and walk now.
Now what?
There's a town nearby called Minden. We'll bring him into town and get him set up there. He'll be fed, educated, raised to be a functioning member of society. Over the coming weeks, he'll regain some memories of the first world, and he'll learn to speak. When he's capable, the mayor will set him up with a job, and at that point, he'll be one of us. Just another man free to choose how to live his afterlife. Welcome to Hell, kid.
Hello, Apollo. I don't suppose you've checked your calendar today, have you?
No? Is some event going on today?
Ha! Some event. My boy, it's August 3rd. Exactly 1 year has passed since you were pulled from the spawning pool and joined us here in Minden Village. As is tradition, that means you are promoted to take on a much more important role in the village. From this day forward, you will no longer be the village blacksmith. Today, you become a demon summoner. You will be tasked with using your new powers to defend the village from the wild demons of the forest. Congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you, Mayor. This is going to take quite some getting used to. From blacksmith to demon summoner in 1 day.
Don't get too attached. If you do well as a demon summoner, I have much bigger work planned for you soon. And it's not like you've forgotten your crafting skills overnight. You can always use anvils like the one in your house to craft useful items for your demons. Be sure to try that out. In any case, let's go and summon your first demon. Meet me up at the entrance to the forest. Head north past the inn, and I'll meet you there in a few minutes.
worry. I'm a friendly toxifrog, not like those meanies in the forest.
I'm the village scholar now, which means I get to wear fancy robes and read about ether all day. Sound boring? It's actually quite fascinating to me. Ether is an incredible medicine. It treats disease and reverses the effects of aging. Without it, we'd be mortals, just like in the first world. To think its medicinal properties were only discovered a few short decades ago.
I've only been in the village for a few months, so I'm still a blacksmith. I sure would like to be a demon summoner. But on the other hand, I kinda like it here. And demon summoners usually move out of Minden after a while. I wonder where they go.
My summoner tasked me with guarding this side of town.
I hear you're becoming a demon summoner today. Once you get your demons, you can rest here to heal them.
There's a curious bond that forms between you and your demons when they're contained within your subjugator. Your health becomes intertwined with theirs to an extent. Because of this, resting at an inn and rejuvenating your own body will simultaneously heal the demons you control.
I heard you were diagnosed with spawning sickness after being left in the spawning pool too long before you were rescued. I had a friend like that. Another demon summoner who lived here for a while. It wasn't so bad from what he told me. He just needed to inject an extra amount of ether every day to survive. 1 injection per day instead of the usual weekly injection we all get. It's amazing how ether can treat virtually any disease, making us all biologically immortal. I often wonder what this afterlife was like before immortality became a possibility.
The trick to being a great demon summoner is learning how to earn extra turns. You do that by exploiting enemies' weaknesses. For example, if an enemy is weak against fire and you cast torch on it, your turn won't be used up. Your turn icon will instead turn into a flashing half-turn icon. Those half-turns are just like normal turns, in that you can take any action with them. But watch out, enemies can use that same strategy against you. Oh, and make sure you don't use spells that an enemy has a resistance against. If you do, not only will you use up your current turn, but you'll burn up an extra turn. See what I mean? Turn management is everything in battle.
Do you have any memories of the first world? You know, before you died and ascended to this afterlife? I remember living in a beautiful, beautiful palace, whose halls were decorated with breathtaking art. I suppose that's why I enjoy painting so much in this world.
I hear you're a demon summoner now. Be careful out there. Sure, the power of ether can help you live forever, but that isn't worth a damn if a demon tears you to shreds.
Anvils, like the one in this shop, allow you to craft various items. Those items include medicines, as well as weapons and armor for your demons.
Every day when I awaken, I'm amazed by how beautiful the afterlife is. Everything is more vivid and colourful than it was in the first world. Life here feels heavenly at times.
The mayor captured me a few days ago. Before that, I lived a pretty wild life in the forest. Yeah, that's right. I'm the bad boy of this town. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I shouldn't leave the village until I'm able to summon demons.
All right, let's get started. Take this subjugator. That's a device that you wear on your wrist to summon, control, and capture demons. Place it on your wrist now, and let's call a demon into it. Now, you can choose one of 3 starter demons. Test it out. I know. Another demon summoner spotted a strong demon deep within the forest a few days ago. It's called an Eviscerator. Go into the forest, train your demon, and catch a few more demons, and kill the Eviscerator. If you can kill the Eviscerator, I'll know that you're competent enough as a demon summoner to protect the village. If you like, you're also free to explore outside of the village, now that you have a demon to protect yourself. Just don't wander into the dead plains yet. Too dangerous. I'll be in the forest watching your progress, so if you need any advice, just come talk to me. Let's get going. This is a fusion altar. You can take 2 demons and fuse them together into a more powerful demon. You'll just need to make sure your summoner level is high enough to handle the new demon's power. You can raise your summoner level by leveling up your existing demons. It's always equal to whatever's the highest level of any demon you've ever owned. The Eviscerator's up ahead. Make sure you have a party of 4 demons for the battle. Catch some more if you need to, and use some iron ore at this anvil to craft a weapon for an advantage. Just don't forget to equip your weapon after crafting it.
This is it, lad. The Eviscerator. Crush it.
Well done, lad. You eviscerated the Eviscerator. After watching you train in the forest, I'm not surprised. You catch on far more quickly than most trainees. Staying in Minden and defending the village all day would be a waste of your potential. There are bigger tasks you can accomplish with skills of that caliber. So starting tomorrow, I'll teach you everything I know as a demon summoner. In a few short months, you'll be ready to take on the world. For now, let's head back to the village and get some rest. Tomorrow's a big day.
The reports were true. The mayor of this village is manufacturing and distributing unlicensed subjugators. A village of this size is permitted to carry only 2 subjugators at a time for protection, and the one seen today makes 7. 7 demon summoners in a village of this size. There is no lawful reason for such a concentration of arms. Treason. Treason. Surely the fools thought they could get away with it because of the remoteness of the village. But the crown sees all. In the interest of national security, it would be unwise to allow these villagers to continue to grow their little army. Let us burn this village to the ground immediately. Agreed. Our fire demons will make quick work of a village so small. Ifrit, Phoenix, awaken!
What the hell is going on? I better try and save the other villagers. But the flames are so high. I need to get out of here.
Sir.
Yes, soldier.
The bandits' village is no more.
Excellent. Any survivors?
None.
Let us hope that is the end of it then. I'll never understand it. We provide these people with the gift of eternal life itself. And somehow, that's still not enough. What more can they possibly want? Why must they threaten our peace? It troubles me deeply that this village was allowed to operate under our noses for so long. Our empire reaches out to all corners of this world, and yet much of it goes unprotected. The citizenry has proven itself unworthy of the level of trust we've previously afforded it. We can only hope there are no other bandits hiding in the shadows.
Shall we perform a thorough audit of all the other villages of the world, to seek out other hints of treasonous behavior?
No, not yet. It's a big world. Sending our army out on a mission of that scale would jeopardize the security of the homeland. We must bide our time until the research at the hatchery has been finalized. At that point, our power will know no limits.
4 months. It's been 4 months since Minden burned down. 4 months since I became the coward who ran away without attempting to save anyone. And 4 months of living in complete isolation. What a stark contrast from my life in the first world. To die a courageous, rising politician, only to end up a hermit. A cowardly hermit with no purpose in this afterlife, scraping by in the shadows for all of eternity. I know I should feel lucky that I was able to escape the village at all, and that I was able to find a safe place in the wilderness to build this hut. But this isn't any way to live. Nothing but menial tasks, day after day, all just to stay alive, hiding away from even the smallest hint of conflict. Is that a life worth living? Is a safe and mundane life really better than a dangerous but meaningful one? Ironic. I'm nearly out of ether again. Unless I find some more, I won't live at all. Looks like a trip to town is in order. But I can't sneak into the same town as last time. If anyone saw me, there's a chance they'd recognize me. Let's see. I remember seeing a map in that town that pointed out something interesting. There was an ether processing plant in a town a few miles south of here. If I can get through the dead plains and find it, I should be able to steal a few months' worth of ether. Might as well get it over with. I'll go now.